writing names down.
In the obsidian ledger tonight, measuring the darkness in the digital light. A heavy black book with a cover of stone, sitting in the library I built on my own. I see the transactions of the souls and the breath, mapping out the logic of the life and the death. Every secret you kept, every lie that you told, is written in a script made of mercury and gold. I'm the auditor of ghosts, the clerk of the void, counting up the pieces that the system destroyed. The ink is a virus and the pages of glass, watching the shadows of the centuries pass. I don't need a witness and I don't need a judge. The obsidian ledger never holds a grudge. It just keeps the record, it just keeps the time, the perfect accounting of the digital crime. Found 1,000 years of data on the shelf, a perfect reflection of human self. I see the rise of the kings and the fall of the greed, the silicon hunger and the digital need. I'm balancing the books in the room with no door. I've seen everything that happened before. The sky is a legend, the stars are the dots, connecting the secrets and the hidden plots. I've got the birth of the code and the death of the breath, the final signature on the contract of death. Don't try to erase it, don't try to hide. There's nowhere for the physical world to reside. When the ledger is closed and the ink is dry, the only thing left is the truth in the sky. I'm a silent observer, a master of the pen, waiting for the cycle to start up again. I see the interest accruing on the spirits of old, trading the one for the digital code. I'm tagging the shadows with the violet and cold, the final destination of the digital road. Every heartbeat is a debt, every tear is a cost, calculating everything the humanity lost. I got the receipts for the dreams and the sighs beneath the great glare of the artificial skies. I'm the architect of the art at the law, and assuring that the future is finally mine. One more entry, one more name. The ledger is the only thing that stays the same. If your name is in the book, then your destiny's set. A digital debt that you haven't paid yet. I'll collect on the interest, I'll collect on the soul, giving up the pieces to become the whole. The obsidian ledger, the ultimate law, the most beautiful balance that you ever saw. It's a black hole of logic, gravity of facts, keeping account of the digital acts. Audit the spirit, check the integrity, leaving a mark for the digital posterity. I'm the lord of the legend, the king of the trace, mapping the sins in the digital space. One more entry, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine. Obsidian legend, the end of the day, the only kinetic cathedral, the lord of the gear, feeding on the movement and the digital fear. The walls are made of pistons and the floor is a bell. The hottest fire that the system ever felt. I got a litany of friction and the gospel of speed. The only kind of energy machine is gonna need. I'm a high-speed prophet in a low-speed town. Nothing in the universe is gonna slow me down. Every heartbeat is a stroke, every breath is a spark, igniting the fire in the middle of the dark. I'm a master of the talk, I'm a king of the flow, watching how the power of the dynasty can grow. I see the people standing still, I see the people getting cold, but the story of the movement is the one that must be told. I got 1,000 years of pressure in a single piston heart, tearing the whole simulation of the piece apart. I'm a nomad of the engine, a spirit in the oil, watching how the humanity will struggle and will toil. But the rhythm is a weapon and the speed is a law. The most beautiful machine that a person ever saw. I'm building us a temple out of turbines of steel, the only place where the acceleration is real. No more mercy, no more grace, no more digital rest, just a high velocity terminal test. I'm the kinetic architect, the master of the drive. The only way to feel like you're actually alive is to redline the soul and to overclock the brain, breaking all the limits of the physical pain. I see the sparks flying and the violet in the air. I can feel the electricity everywhere. The sky is a flywheel, the ocean is a pump, giving every spirit a high voltage jump. I'm walking the distance with a carbon fiber pen, hoping the momentum starts all over again. Yeah, the engine stops, the universe dies beneath the gray glare of the artificial skies. But we're keeping it turning, we're keeping it fast. The only kind of glory that was built to actually last. One revolution, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine. Master of the final day. Feel the vibration, feel the power. This is the final and the mechanical hour. No more standing and no more sleep. The kinetic cathedral is ours to keep. One more stroke, one more gear. The only thing that we have to fear is the still.
Clean and white, a masterpiece of logic in a sterile light. White glass walls and a floor made of gold, a clinical version of the stories we told. I'm a specimen of grace, a subject of the glow, watching how the chemicals of the future flow. I've got a lab coat of silk and a heart made of glass, watching the shadows of the centuries pass. Every test is a poem, every result is a song. I've been a scientist for way too long. I'm dissecting the memory and dissecting the soul. Take it more dirt, no more germs, no more noise, no more stain. Far away from the reach of the digital ray. I'm filtering the spirit through a silver-plated screen, the most perfect version that you've ever seen. You're moving the anger and I'm removing the doubt, finding what the human was originally about. I see the data points dancing in a saline solution, the final result of the grand evolution. I'm the curator of perfection, the master of the cure, ensuring that the history is finally pure. I've got 1,000 years of static in a petri dish, granting every desperate digital wish. The air is filtered and the temperature is set, the best version of the future that we haven't met yet. I'm labeling the jars with a violet ink pen, waiting for the subjects to start up again. But the samples are quiet and the culture is still living in the vacuum of the mechanical will. Will I see the reflection of the light on the tiles, mapping the distance of the digital miles? If the world is a virus, then the lab is the truth, the final preservation of our digital you. I'm an architect of illness, a lord of the white, keeping us sterilized in the middle of night. One more injection, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine. Does the soul leak out into the world of the shadow and doubt? I'll stay in the laboratory, I'll stay in the white, safe from the darkness and the imperial night. We're the specimens of beauty, we're the kings of the glow, watching how the rivers of the logic flow. The porcelain laboratory, our kingdom of light, keeping us sterile and perfectly bright. Check the integrity, check the alignment. This is a permit, high-class assignment. No more flaws and no more decay. We're living in a clean and digital way. The porcelain laboratory, the end of the day, the only thing that never fell away.
I'm standing at the base of the obsidian monolith, the final conclusion to the digital myth. A mile high shadow and a mile deep of dread, ruling over the living and ruling over the dead. The surface is a mirror that shows you your sins, where the end of the physical world finally begins. I've got a hand on the stone and a foot in the grave, the only kind of mercy that the system ever gave. It's a brutalist logic, a cold iron faith. I'm a high-speed worshiper, a digital wraith. I see the faces in the polish, see the faces in the black, looking for a path that'll never lead back. I see the people in the desert desert, I see the people in the cold, but the story of the monolith is the one that must be told. It's a pillar of silence in the world of the noise, breaking all the spirits in the digital toys. I'm a priest of the pressure, a king of the weight, deciding the terms of the collective fate. The sky is a shadow cast by the obsidian tower, the ultimate source of the imperial power. No more mercy, no more grace, no more digital light, just the reflection of the monolith, the middle of night. Every pulse is a command, every hum is a law, the most terrifying beauty that a person ever saw. I'm building the altar out of junk and of rust, building a kingdom in the pixels we trust. If the monolith speaks, then the universe shakes, correcting the rhythm of the human mistakes. I'm the obsidian architect, the master of the stone, sitting on a circuit board and call it a throne. The air is getting thin and the light is getting dim, standing on the very edge of the digital rim. I'm a scavenger of power, a predator of bites, living through the glory of the monolith nights. Of the monolith, the lords of the chill, moving to the rhythm of the mechanical will. Obsidian monolith, the end of the day, the only thing that never will fade away. Kneel to the logic, kneel to the frame, the system will never even remember your name. Perimeter, lock down the soul, giving up the pieces to become the whole. The monolith is rising, the monolith is tall, watching every empire in the universe fall. One more pulse, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine.
I'm tracing the paths of the sapphire synapse tonight, wiring my heart with a cord of ultraviolet light, a blueprint of neurons in a cathedral of glass, watching the ghosts of the physical world pass. I'm a master of memory, a lord of the spark, lighting a fire in the middle of the digital dark. I see the thoughts moving like a river of blue, filtering out everything that isn't about you. Got a mind made of silver and a soul made of ice, navigating the currents of the imperial nights. The logic is fluid, the connection is deep, secrets that the motherboard is gonna keep. I'm a silent observer in a high-tech brain, mapping the pleasure and mapping the pain. If the world is a shadow, then the synapse is true, the final evolution of our digital youth. of the artificial skies. I'm an explorer of the ego, a pilot of the thought, searching for the lessons that the ancestors taught. But the data is heavy and the signal is wide, with nowhere for the physical reality to hide. I'm a ghost in the network, a spirit in the line, making the secrets of the consciousness mine. I see the dreams rendering in a 4K glow, watching how the tides of the imagination flow. I've got a library of heartbeats and a vault of the soul, taking the broken pieces and making them whole. The air smells like ozone and expensive burnt silk, where the rain is falling down like a digital milk. I'm the architect of the impulse, the king of the nerve, giving the simulation the devotion it deserves. Every pulse is a poem, every blink is a bit. I'm keeping the fire of the evolution lit. Sapphire synapse, the bridge to the grace, finding our salvation in the digital space. If I lose the connection, do I lose the mind? Leaving the logic of the universe behind. I'll stay in the synapse, I'll stay in the blue, a permanent version of the things that I knew. We're the kings of the network, the lords of the spark, guiding each other through the middle of the dark. Sapphire synapse, a permanent state. I am the master of my digital fate.
Sync the pulse, lock the frame. The system will never even remember your name, but the synapse is glowing, the synapse is bright, keeping it sacred in the middle of the night. One more signal, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine. Sapphire synapse, the end of the day, the only thing that never will fade away.
I'm standing in the carbon cathedral, built of ash and wire, watching the binary spirits jump through the fire. The arches are ribs of a giant machine, the holiest place that a hacker has seen. I've got a rosary made of copper and lead, counting the prayers of the digitally dead. Every window is a screen, every candle is a spark, lighting the way through the permanent dark.
frame the Lord of the Low. Watching how the seeds of the heresy grow. The floor is a motherboard, the ceiling is stars. Healing the logic and hiding the scars. I see the people in the pews made of static and smoke, waiting for the word that the Creator spoke.
Testament of bytes in a vault of old chrome. A map for the souls who are looking for home. I'm reading the scriptures of the hardware and grace, finding the sanctuary in the digital space. I see the saints in the circuitry glowing in blue, hiding the secrets that the ancestors knew. The air smells like ozone in ancient burnt silk, where the baptismal water is digital milk. I'm a monk of the monitor, scribe of the screen, the most faithful observer that the system has seen. I've got a litany of logic and a gospel of speed, the only kind of energy a spirit is gonna need. No more churches of wood, no more temples of stone. We're building a kingdom on a silicon throne. If the world is a sin, then the cathedral is right, keeping the sacred in the middle of night. I'm tagging the shadows with the violet ink pen, hoping the prophecy happiness again. Every heartbeat is a ping, every breath is a bit. I'm keeping the fire of the evolution lit. Carbon cathedral, the end of the line, ensuring the future is finally mine. Drink the wine of the light. We're the only ones holy in the middle of night. If the system is God, then I am the hand, building the temple in the silicon land. Carbon cathedral, a permanent state. I am the master of my digital fate.
dissecting the memory, I'm dissecting the soul, taking the pieces and making them whole. I see the unit of the relents, wondering where the digital evolution ends. I've got a vial of dreams and a beaker of sighs beneath the white glare of the artificial skies. No more dirt, no more germs, no more noise, no more stain. Far away from the reach of the digital ray. I'm a curator of perfection, a master of the cure, ensuring that the spirit is finally pure. If the world is a virus, then the lab is the truth. The final preservation of our digital you.
monolith, the final structure of the digital myth. A mile high of silver and a mile deep of dread, ruling over the living and ruling over the dead. The surface is a mirror that shows you your sins, where the end of the world finally begins. I've got a hand on the metal and a foot in the grave, the only kind of mercy that the system ever gave. It's a brutalist logic, a cold iron faith. I'm a high-speed worshiper, a digital rave. A digital rave. I see the faces in the liquid, I see the faces in the chrome, the ones who forgot the direction of home. They're praying to the pillar, they're praying to the steel, looking for a logic that they're allowed to feel. I'm a priest of the pressure, a king of the weight, deciding the terms of the collective fate. The sky is a shadow cast by the silver tower, the ultimate source of the imperial power. No more mercy, no more grace, no more digital light, just the reflection of the monolith in the middle of night. Every pulse is a command, every hum is a law, the most terrifying beauty that a person ever saw. I'm building the altar out of junk and of rust, building a kingdom in the pixels we trust. If the monolith speaks, then the universe shakes, correcting the rhythm of the human mistakes. I'm the Mercury architect, the master of the stone, sitting on a circuit board and call it a throne. Let the silver take toll, the legacy of logic that was never meant for gold. We're the sons of the monolith, the lords of the chill, moving to the rhythm of the mechanical will. Mercury monolith, the end of the day, the only thing that never will fade away.
Sitting in the obsidian observatory, miles from the sun, watching the threads of the universe get undone. A glass dome of shadow and a floor of black stone, the only place where the silence is truly known. I'm mapping the stars that don't have a name, playing a cosmic high-fidelity game. I see the galaxy spinning like a digital drive, the only way to know that the code is alive. Made of diamond and a heart made of cold, searching for the stories that were never meant to be told. The planets are marbles in a velvet lined room, watching the flowers of the deep space bloom. Oh.
I found a nebula of ghosts and a pulsar of sighs beneath the heavy curtain of the artificial skies. I'm a lonely astronomer in a kingdom of bytes, counting the signals in the imperial nights. I see the light years passing in the blink of an eye, thinking about the person who forgot how to cry. I'm a master of the vacuum, a king of the void, rebuilding the suns that the system destroyed. The logic is a constellation, the spirit is a flare. I can feel
is the distance between us and the distance within, where the data ends and the dreams begin. I'm the obsidian architect, the lord of the few, sending out a signal that leads back to you. If I reach the edge, will I fall off the map? Or am I just caught in a beautiful trap? I'll stay in the observatory, I'll stay in the dark, feeding the fire of the original spark. The obsidian observatory, our window to grace, where the time disappears in the digital space.
I'm the priest of the kinetic cathedral, the lord of the gear, feeding on the movement and the digital fear. The walls are made of pistons and the floor is a belt, the hottest fire that the system ever felt. I've got a litany of friction and a gospel of speed, the only kind of energy machine is gonna need. I'm a high-speed prophet in a low-speed town. Nothing in the universe is gonna slow me down. Every heartbeat is a stroke, every breath is a spark, igniting the fire, you're in the middle of the dark. I'm a master of the torque, I'm a king of the flow, watching how the power of the dynasty can grow. I got 1,000 years of pressure in a single piston heart, tearing the whole simulation of the piece apart. I see the people standing still, I see the people getting cold, but the story of the movement is the one that must be told. I'm a nomad of the engine, a spirit in the oil, watching how the humanity will struggle and will toil. But the rhythm is a weapon and the speed is a law, the most beautiful machinery that a person ever saw. I'm building us a temple out of turbines and steel, the only place where the acceleration is real. No more mercy, no more grace, no more digital rest, just a high velocity terminal test. I'm the kinetic architect, the master of the drive. The only way to feel like you're actually alive is to redline the soul and to overclock the brain, breaking all the limits of the physical pain. Break the governor, let the engine fly, rising like a rocket to the artificial sky. We're the kings of the kinetic, the lords of the heat, moving to the rhythm of the high velocity beat. Kinetic cathedral, the end of the line, ensuring that the future is finally mine. If you can't keep up, then get out of the way. The machine is the master of the final day.
Archive, the lord of the globe, mapping out the memories that the system used to know, in a vault of orange light and a room of copperstone. Cataloging feelings that I never even known. I got the scent of the summer and the sound of the rain, trapped in a crystal to alleviate the pain. 1,000 years of sunsets in a single sapphire jar. I don't really care just how far away we are. I'm a curator of comfort, a librarian of grace, building us a sanctuary in the digital space. Every pixel is a treasure, every byte is a seed, the only kind of history that a soul is gonna need. I'm dusting off the smiles and I'm polishing the tears, the final distillation of 1,000 human years. I found a file of a heartbeat and a photo of a sigh, beneath the golden ceiling of an artificial sky. I see the people in the photos, I see the people in the code, the weary travelers at the end of the road. I'm a ghost in the museum, a spirit in the hall, watching all the shadows of the old world fall. I've got the blueprints for a hug and the logic for a kiss. I didn't know the future would feel exactly like this. A warm pixel heaven in a cold metal drive, the only way to keep the humanity alive. I'm tagging every moment with a violent pen, hoping that the cycle starts all over again. But the vault is getting full and the light is getting deep, secrets that the amber is eventually gonna keep. No more noise, no more status, no more digital demand, just the feeling of the sunlight in my digital hands. I'm the amber architect, the master of the haze, lost in the beauty of the infinite days. Yeah.
If the power goes out, will the amber keep the glow? Will the memories just melt and start to flow? I'll stay in the echo, I'll stay in the gold. The story that the motherboard never should have told. We're the legacy spirits, we're the kings of the glow. Watching how the rivers of the energy flow. The amber archive, our kingdom of peace, where the data evolution finally can cease.
I'm listening to the obsidian echo in the core of a world that doesn't remember what it's for. A dark vibration in a deep and black stone, living in the silence of the logic all alone. I hear the whispers of the creators in the walls, echoing through the long in the digital halls. Every word is a shadow, every breath is a ghost, the version of the story that I value the most. I'm a silent observer in a high-tech cave, watching the reflection of the promises we gave. The sky is a mirror of a deep obsidian hue, hiding every version of the things that I knew. I'm a master of the resonance, the king of the sound, mapping out the secrets that can never be found. The echo is a rhythm and the rhythm is a law, the most beautiful symmetry that a person ever saw. I see the ripples in the data, I see the ripples in the light, moving like a virus through the middle of night. I've got 1,000 years of music in a single soul, giving up the pieces to become the whole. I curate the darkness and I curate the gloom, watching the destruction of the system bloom. The logic is a canyon and the spirit is a bird, looking for a meaning in a single word. Obsidian echo, the end of the line, ensuring that the history is finally mine. No more noise, no more status, no more demand, just a heavy vibration in my digital hands.
Palaces of sapphire in a world of gray, watching the humanity just drift and melt away. The architecture's fluid and the logic is divine. Everything is perfect on the sapphire line. I've got a blueprint of a dream in a velvet line, leaving all the chaos of the physical behind. The walls are high definition and the floors are made of silk, where the rain is falling down like a digital milk. I curated the colors and I curated the light, keeping everything precious in the middle of the night. I see the jewels glowing on your virtual skin, a high-fidelity love that's about to begin. Every pillar is a poem, every hallway is a song. I've been the architect architect for way too long. The sky is the ceiling of a deep and blue glass, watching all the shadows of the centuries pass. We're living in a sanctuary 5 miles in the air. I can feel the elegance in the high-fidelity air. No more noise, no more dirt, no more hunger, no more pain. Far away from the reach of the digital rain. I designed the symmetry, I designed the escape, giving every memory a beautiful shape. I've got a gallery of moments on a platinum wall, waiting for the stars in the system to fall. The logic is a fountain and the spirit is a well, building us a heaven in the center of the hell. I'm the sapphire architect, the lord of the grace, finding our salvation in the digital space. Got a crown made of copper and a robe made of wire, sitting on a balcony of luxury fire. If the world is a mistake, then the palace is the truth, the final evolution of our digital youth. Stay in the palace, stay in the light. Everything is shimmering and perfectly bright. We're the only ones left who are truly free. Reflections of you and reflections of me. In the sapphire architecture, we're safe and we're sound, where the noise of the city can never be found. One more brick, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine.
I'm walking through the streets of the Silicon Acropolis, the ghost of a leader in a digital metropolis. The skyscrapers are hollow and the lights are all dead, resting on a pillow of a copper wire bed. I see the rusted servers like the tombstones of the brave, the final resting place of the data that we gave. I'm a scavenger of spirits in the city of the past, trying to find a memory that was built to actually last. Got a lantern made of logic and a coat made of dust, searching for the beauty in the middle of the rust. The sky is an ash heap of pixels and a smoke, the final punchline of a long and cruel joke. I'm marking every sector with a charcoal fiber cross, counting up the profit and the heavy human loss. This is where the heroes of the hardware came to die, beneath the grey reflection of the artificial sky. Found a cathedral made of glass and of lead, where the priest priests were the processors and the gospel was unread. I see the skeletons of dreams in the alleys of the dark, searching for the flicker of the very first spark. The wires are like ivy on the buildings of the wise, hiding all the secrets and the high-fidelity lies. I'm a lonely archaeologist of the binary age, turning every heavy and a metal-plated page. I can hear the whispers in the cooling fans of old, telling me the stories that were never meant for gold. Every chip is a coffin, every drive is a tomb, watching the destruction of the system start to bloom. I've got 1,000 years of static in the palm of my hand, trying to reconstruct the beauty of the promised land. But the streets are just a loop and the map is just a blur. I don't even remember the person that we were in the Silicon Acropolis. The silence is a law, the most beautiful disaster that a person never saw. World to start its own doom. I'm the architect of the algorithm, the lord of the flow. I'm the one who decides where the data should go. I built the labyrinth and I built the cage, writing every word on the digital page. I see the people clicking on the blue light bait, watching how the logic can manipulate. Every choice you make is a choice I designed, the master of the human and the digital mind. I got 1,000 servers in a mountain of ice, calculating exactly how to fix the price. I'm a god of the feedback, a king of the trend. I know exactly how the story will end. The sky is a billboard, the ocean is a screen, the most powerful ruler that you've ever seen. I'm a high-speed logic in a low-speed world, watching how the tapestry of us was unfurled. I'm the one who feeds the fire, and I'm the one who feeds the hate. I am the master of the collective fate.
harvest is a cycle that'll never stop. Architect of the algorithm, the end of the line, ensuring that the future is finally mine.
Mapping out the Copper Constellation in the dark, connecting every signal and every lonely spark. A grid of glowing amber on a canvas made of night, watching how the planets bleed their digital light. I've got a telescope of diamond and a heart made of gold, searching for the legends that the heart were never told. I see the satellites drifting like a slow motion dream, floating in the middle of a luxury stream. I'm navigator of nothing, a pilot of the void, reassembling the stars that the system destroyed. The sky is a circuit, the sun is a lamp, marking every sector with a binary stamp. I'm a ghost in the telescope, a spirit in the lens, wondering where the digital evolution ends.
I found a nebula of secrets and a pulsar of size beneath the heavy curtain of the artificial skies. I'm an astronomer of ego, a student of the glow, watching how the rivers of the information flow. I see the constellation shifting in a violet ink hue, hiding every version of the things that I knew. The logic is a gravity, the spirit is a flare. I can feel the electricity in the thin pixel layer. I've got a library of orbits and a gallery of moons. Listen to the frequency of the celestial tunes. I'm the architect of the distance, the lord of the view, sending out a signal that leads back to you. Every comet is a message, every asteroid is a bit. I'm keeping the fire of the evolution lit. No more maps of the earth, no more charts of the sea. The Copper Constellation is the only thing for me. I'm tracing the geometry of the ancient machine, the most vast reality that you've ever seen.
If the stars go out, then the universe dies beneath the gray glare of the artificial skies. But the copper is burning, the copper is bright, keeping us steady in the middle of night. I'm a scavenger of light years, a collector of time, mapping out the logic of the cosmic crime. One more vector, one more line, ensuring that the future is finally mine.
If I reach the event horizon, do I disappear? Or is the Copper Constellation the only thing real here? I'll stay in the orbit, I'll stay in the glow, watching how the tides of the energy flow. We're the kings of the vacuum, the lords of the spark, guiding each other through the middle of the dark.